The opening salvos of a trade war have now been fired. The UK steel industry targeted by Trump's tariffs. And today the Prime Minister fired back. In a statement, Theresa May said, "I am deeply disappointed at the unjustified decision by the US. The EU and UK should be permanently exempted from tariffs, and we will continue to work together to protect and safeguard our workers and industries." And the Trade Secretary, Liam Fox, warning against any escalation of the dispute.
It is very, very unfortunate if we get into this tit-for-tat position, especially with one of our closest allies. Nobody wins in a trade war. There are only casualties.
31,000 jobs depend on the UK steel industry. Each year, Britain exports 350,000 tonnes of steel to America, worth more than £350 million. That's 7% of the UK's total steel production. At this steel business in Yorkshire, they're preparing the next shipment for a customer in the US. The boss, already fearing the fallout, will hit profits.
The American consumer is certainly going to pay, but I can see our customers coming back to us and saying they can't afford the full 25%. They need to do a deal with us to make sure that business goes on in the future, which is concerning for us because it's cutting into our profits.
In Brussels, retaliation. The European Union's Trade Commissioner confirming the EU will slap its own tariffs on US goods.
It is unfortunate because this is further weakening the transatlantic relations, and it also increases the risk of severe turbulences in the markets globally. Protectionism can never be a solution, and this will hurt jobs here in the European Union, but also in the US. So the US is playing a dangerous game here.
President Trump, after announcing the North Korea summit was back on, was asked about the complaints about tariffs from the UK and the EU, but he wasn't in the mood to de-escalate the trade conflict.
If you take the European Union and you see the kind of tariff they charge, and then we don't, that's called not fair trade. I want fair trade. I like free trade, but I want fair trade. At a minimum, I want fair trade.
Here, the government thinks there's still time to avoid this dispute between allies deepening any further, hoping that a special relationship forged during Europe's darkest hours still means something.